So as a Christian, talking to a fellow Christian, I know multiple Christians who are very much in favor of the social justice view of gender and sex and whatnot. My question is, how do I interact with someone like that who's not able to distance themselves from that in such a way as to be able to say, a man is definitely a man, a woman is definitely a woman when they claim to be a Christian? Also, can you cancel me?
You gotta give me a reason to cancel you.
My beard isn't as good as yours.
Well, but you're wearing the mask, so I can't.
Can I show him?
Yeah. I guess I could cancel you for wearing the mask to begin with, but I know you all were told to do that. Okay, so the question was, as Christians, how do we engage with the social justice stuff?
With other Christians who believe in the social justice side of things.
Yeah, I think, look, I'm not always the best guy to ask this because I always err on the side of being straightforward and aggressive and direct. And maybe that's not always the answer in every situation, I have to admit. But I think we're getting to a point where we can't afford to approach it any other way, especially when there's so much noise out there in the culture. Like at a certain point, you have to start yelling to be heard overtop it. And so I'm in favor as Christians, especially confronting other Christians who are misrepresenting our faith. I mean, if somebody's out there as a Christian saying, oh, well, the gospel endorses the genital mutilation of children or the murder of children in the womb, I think a very aggressive, not to say physically aggressive, but very aggressive and confrontational approach is correct. And that's, if you look in the Gospels, and that's, people who've rarely read the gospel, and most SJW Christians have not read it, and you can tell. But when someone actually does sit down and read it, they might be a little surprised when they realize, wow, this Jesus guy was pretty confrontational. That's what he was doing through his entire earthly ministry, actually, was confronting the evil and sin of his day, and especially religious hypocrites. And what is a religious hypocrite? A religious hypocrite is not simply someone who says one thing and does another. A religious hypocrite is someone who claims to believe something they don't. And these SJW Christians claim to believe in the Christian faith, and it's clear that they don't really, so they are hypocrites, and I think we should approach them the same way that Jesus approached hypocrites.